Next week on NBC Nightly News, celebrities stalked by obsessive fans. TV actress Rebecca Schaefer murdered. David Letterman harassed. But not all victims are celebrities. Many are average citizens fearing for their lives. Now the law is trying to provide protection. How to fight the stalkers. America Close Up next week on NBC Nightly News.
This is a KMOL News Update.
Good evening, I'm Randy Beamer. We will return to the Olympics after a quick look at some of tonight's top stories here. San Antonio police have been called out to the same house twice now. Today, once for a murder and then tonight for a fire. Around 7 tonight, someone apparently set fire to this house on Westfall Street. Witnesses say they saw 3 men running from that house with a gas can just before it broke out. It was just over 12 hours before that the body of 18-year-old George Serrano was found in the front yard of the same house. He had been shot once in the head, and tonight police are searching for clues that may connect those two crimes. Another shooting around 5 this morning left 2 men injured. When police stopped this truck, 3 men ran away. They caught up with one of them, 18-year-old Victor Gonzalez. He had a gunshot wound under his arm. Police also found a man still in that truck. He had been shot in the knee. And the driver told police they were shot at while in the San Juan homes, but the empty shell casings in the back of their truck led police to believe that the men may have been shooting back. So far, no one has been arrested, though. Bexar County Sheriff's deputies will not have the right to collective bargaining in a special election today with a very low turnout. Just under 4% of Bexar County registered voters actually went to the polls, but it lost by a convincing margin, 13,000 roughly to 8,000. We'll have the final numbers and reaction to that vote tonight again after the Olympics, but Bexar County Sheriff's deputies did not win the right to collective bargaining. As tensions mount over possible conflict between Iraq and Kuwait, U.S. and Kuwaiti forces are now practicing military maneuvers near the Iraqi border this weekend. About 4,000 U.S. servicemen are in Kuwait, with 2,400 arriving later this month. Some of them from Texas. We'll have more on that story tonight at 11 after the Olympics. Torrential rain has caused flash flooding and at least 1 death in Kentucky this weekend. A 14-year-old boy was killed when he was hit by lightning while trying to take refuge in a barn. Up to 6 inches of rain has fallen in parts of Kentucky, downing several power lines. A number of homes have also been flooded as residents there brace themselves for an evacuation. Fortunately, though, injuries in that area have remained minimal. He's been dead for some 15 years now, but Elvis's memory will live on even longer thanks to a new museum at the King's birthplace opening this weekend. At least 1,000 die-hard Elvis fans are expected to invade Graceland over the next few days, celebrating the anniversary of Elvis's death. But for those that prefer to see where it all began, the new all-Elvis museum is ready for them. The Elvis Museum is located in the town where it all started, Tupelo, Mississippi. The museum boasts a closer look into the life and times of the legend. The King died on August 16th, but today kicks off a week of celebrations in his honor. Bill?
Well, weather-wise, we had a hot day for San Antonio. We get up to 95 degrees. The downtown area saw no rain today, even though there was a little bit of rain over in Gonzales during the last few hours, but the Folklife Festival continuing dry. Expected again tomorrow, the same. As Randy mentioned, heavy thunderstorm activity in Kentucky. It continues tonight with lots more flooding going on. At the same time, flooding also occurring in the southern portion of the Ohio Valley. Rain all along this frontal system, all the way up into the New England states, expected to continue into the early morning hours. I mentioned we had a little bit of shower activity during the last 15 minutes over in Gonzales. It was stationary, some showers in West Texas, but that's really about it. Forecast for San Antonio for tonight, fair skies. Look for cloudy conditions in the morning, partly cloudy tomorrow afternoon, the last day of the Folklife Festival with a high of 96 degrees. And Don will be back with sports right after this.
Moving means more than getting a new address. It means new neighbors, new schools, new doctors.
Honey.
That's why I was glad to hear about the Baptist Hospital's Physician Information Center. I just told them what we wanted in a doctor, and they sent a list of physicians in our area for us to choose from.
Oh, what I need is a doctor to fix my back.
What we need is a doctor to deliver a new baby.
Physician Information, a community service from the Baptist Hospitals. Call 225-BMHS. Taco Cabana's Moonrise Breakfast is so good, they serve them 12 hours a day, from 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Real Tex-Mex eye-openers like huevos rancheros and cheesy eggs mexicana, 720 minutes a day. They're prepared from scratch, all for under $3, 43,200 seconds each day. So when you're hungry for breakfast, get real. Get Taco Cabana.
Well, it seems like that Atlanta Brave tomahawk chop might start to be a fall tradition. Last year's National League champs are at it again. Tommy Lasorda with Excedrin headache number 20. That's how many games the Dodgers are out of first place after today's thumping at the hands of the Braves. Sid Bream got things going in the first with the 2-run single. Otis Nixon and Terry Pendleton score. Then in the 8th inning, Pendleton takes one out of the yard to right. That is a grand slam. The Braves rock the Dodgers 12-2 and open their lead in the West to 4 games. The Dream Team brought home the gold in Barcelona today. Charles Barkley and Clyde Drexler and company overcame a shaky start to bury Croatia by 32 points in today's gold medal game. The U.S. overwhelmingly reclaimed its status as a basketball powerhouse. Our record in Olympic competition is now an incredible 93-2, and you can't argue with that when it comes to domination.
But they were actually behind for a short time today.
Very short time.
All right, thanks, Don. Also coming up tonight on Nightcast after the Olympics, San Antonio kids experience La Salida, a different kind of way out of trouble for troubled kids, a camp out at Camp Bullis dedicated to the kids of San Antonio. We'll have a whole lot more on that tonight after the Olympics.
Myth.
Foreign cars are more advanced.
Fact. The restyled Ford Taurus is the only car in its class with available dual airbags and anti-lock brakes. Myth.
Foreign cars are more efficient.
Fact. Taurus with a standard V6 has more power and better gas mileage than the leading foreign car's 4-cylinder, plus $1,200 in savings. Fact is, Ford owners have reported the fewest problems. More and more Texans are choosing Ford over foreign.
When only the best will do.
It's Texas Ford and you.